Good greetings to all, and I hope you're all doing well wherever you may be. Welcome back to the channel as usual. Um, Today I wanted to bring forth two new spirits that have recently made an appearance and have shared some of their knowledge and their transformations, of course. This is a brand new current, which I've never dealt in before, but it can be very beneficial nevertheless, and it's worth mentioning and talking about. I have recently connected with Seed and the watcher known as Satanael. Um, it is noteworthy to say that these two may appear to be the exact same in all sorts of different and in different kinds of literature, but they are not. They appear completely different from each other, and they have different attributes as well. But they correlate and coexist together, um, both separate and as one. Okay. Um, I'm gonna start with the in order of appearance. Okay. Seed was the very first that appeared. Seed is known within the spirit world, or as how it has been shared with me personally, the hybrid worshipper. That does not mean that the spirit directly worships hybrids religiously or in any other way, but it means that he favors hybrids. For those who are not aware, hybrids are spirits that have been created out of a mixture of human and spirit energies. These can be created in two ways. One would be between the operator, the practitioner, the human, and second would be the one with the through the energies of the operation and the spirit alone. The second method would be two humans invoking the spirit or spirits, and together using their energies, both spiritually and physically, to create a specific spirit child. Okay. The second method tends to be to produce much more, way stronger hybrid children, as we call them. We've spoken about these spirits in previous podcasts and in previous posts as well in the channel. So for those who want to be educated further upon them, feel free to check them out. So Seed supports hybrids a lot, okay? And his own appearance is that of a hybrid. He appears with a mixture of inner armor, which is hard to see because it's covered with robes that are also very silky black and smooth. So there's an armor underneath there, but it's kind of covered with the medieval sort of knight outlook of the robes that are coming out of this armor, okay? Um, he has long straight hair, very similar to Antonio Banderas from the Interview with the Vampire movie, for those who haven't seen it. It's not a very old movie, well, at least for some of us, according to age, but it's worth seeing. There are a lot of occult relations within that movie, as in every movie, as I've spoken before. So it's worth taking a look. Long straight hair. It reaches all the way down to his pelvic bone. He's completely white and milky white, ghostly, and he has pointy elven ears. Okay, and his eyes are black, fully black. Um, he is extremely vampiric. Okay, which means he's going to deplete almost all of your energy when he comes through. He manifests through very physically. So that means you are going to not only be drained, but you are going to feel the manifestations of the transformation which he offers. His transformations are, of course, of hybrid nature. What is hybrid nature? Let's say you have been going through two types of path workings which you relate to as a soul. One would be that of the werewolf or cyanide relation. And these will be your attributes according to your soul attributes, as we've said before in previous casts. And the other one would be vampiric attributes. Somehow, you've managed to go through different currents through your transformation, all through different times and through different spirits. And when you reach this point of the path, when Sid steps forward, he is going to take these transformations and he is going to mix them together, transforming your astral double into a mixture of these two. So if you have these two when they're brought together, as it happened, for me personally, I cannot speak for everyone how it's going to work. The being that comes up would be a completely black being with a human body, a very square big chest, and a triangular small waist, very small, bat wings, a muscular build, big claws in arms, and the head of what appears to be a cyanide, okay, kind of like a dog breed, with red eyes and with cat's ears or bat ears, very pointy, triangular, and four big canines that are coming out of its mouth on both sides, so both up and down. So side effects of this transformation will, of course, as mentioned, be depleting of your energy, almost all of it. And that's going to occur usually when you set yourself in motion. So when you start running, that's when it's going to more likely occur, and it will be immediate. It won't take a minute, it will take seconds, and you will feel it very, very, very intensely. To pass this test, you are not to stop, okay? If you are to run 5 kilometers that day, do your 5 kilometers with that bare minimum of energy. What you should do is reduce your speed, of course, in order to be able to reach your goal, okay? Go for the long run. Don't look at speed. This will help. But do not stop, because when it comes to these tests, failure of them means that the path shall be altered. And many negative outcomes can come out of that. It may literally stop there on its tracks where it is, or it just may not involve in good ways. Things are different for everyone. I cannot guarantee safety, as I've said before. So don't fail. Another thing is you are going to physically start having tremendous sensitivity and pain upon your nails, okay? They will hurt and they will feel very sensitive, and you're going to have this feeling as if something is grinding its nails upon metal, that squeaky sound that nails on metal would do. Or if you have a fork and knife and you're grinding on a plate, that kind of very annoying squeaky noise. That's just how it feels. It's a feeling. It's the best that I would describe it with words. And it is painful. Okay? Everything you touch is going to be like, ugh, you cannot really touch anything. It's painful, and it just keeps hurting on your nails, both of your hands. Then your teeth are also going to hurt a lot, in the exact same way as your nails will. You are going to feel the two teeth that are on the sides of the two front teeth, left and right, literally where the canines would be in an animal, and on the top. And you will have severe pain on these particular areas. And yet again, you will energetically start feeling as if they are growing. This is not a 1 day process, nor is it a 2 or 3 day process. It goes on for 2 weeks. His sacred number is 2, for he represents the mixture of one with the other, meaning the human and the forbidden spiritual side to mix. Okay? Which is what the Watchers did. For those who don't know, all of this is depicted within the Book of Enoch. If you want to learn more about them, you may read the book. We have a file about it, of course, within the group as well. And not only is he extremely vampiric, but after this operation finishes, of course, you will come back to normal, and you will see that your vampirism is going to be severely enhanced to the next level, okay? To the point where you will be able to do it in all ways, through chakras, through tendrils, through astral biting. And you will be able to project your double on the spot, okay? It takes quite a while for your double to shift again. You will not possess a human form anymore after that transformation. Your double will remain as this being. I am yet unsure for how long. And this is how the spirit appears, and these are its attributes, basically. The second spirit that comes forth is Satanael. Satanael, if summoned through Solomonic ways via the divine names of God, will appear as a very tall and muscular creature, which is completely black, and its outer coverage of the body it appears to be petrified lava. How does that look? When lava pours into the world, okay, and it mixes with the earth and the ground, it changes color. It goes as it proceeds to mix and burn more things as it pours out. The magma, which is known as magma, it keeps mixing and mixing with more earth elements that it touches. Okay, trees, dirt, earth, rocks, everything. Okay, bushes. So when it reaches a point where it stops, it's going to cool down. And through this process, it's going to petrify, turns into stone. And because of the elements that come out from the earth with it, everything that it touches will turn into stone, living or none. Literally, it can petrify everything it covers. So whatever is within will be burned, and then the outside will remain as the shape of whatever it is that it burned: animal, person, rock, house, you name it. And it petrifies like that. And it has this very, very big black crust after some time. Okay, so it's like volcanic black crust, so to say. So this spirit appears in this form. He has short curly hair and chubby cheeks. Face looks pretty angelic, but it is not an angel, of course, okay? And it has dragon bat wings, you name it. It is the demonic wings as we know them. Pretty big, okay, in span. This spirit appears in torment when it comes forth. It comes forth violently. It comes forth screaming in demonic voices, and it holds its head and just rolls around. It bursts through fire, and it resides by the lake of fire. there it is bound with chains. Um, it appears with red eyes as well. Satanael can initiate into the lake of fire, and he shall do so 5 times. Okay? He's extremely fiery. He too manifests through you, as he supports hybrids as well, like all watchers. Okay? But he's not too big on the children thing. He will not ask that as an offering to his behalf. But you will feel extremely fiery energy burning through you. You are going to be severely dehydrated all the time. You are going to be severely hot. You're going to be sweating for days. And your lips and entire mouth will be painfully burning all the time for no reason whatsoever. And no matter what amounts of water you drink, even now my throat is burning as I speak, started burning. No matter what amount of water you drink, you will not be able to hydrate again. You keep feeling this burn, as I am now. So, he's also a spirit that grants wishes. That's one of his greatest attributes. So, Seed is there to provide the transformations. Satanael can provide wishes. Okay? Wishes of alchemical transformation mostly. There are many things he can do through the fire element. He is solidly fiery. Okay? He can grant a plethora of transformations all for the flame. He can amend you fiery armor, okay, to your double, which is great. He can teach you to manipulate fire energies, okay. He can also teach you to manipulate astrally the lava of the lake of fire, okay, which is a big plus. You can use that in numerous ways. He will always leave a portal open to the lake of fire for you, so you can literally astral project there at will, and you may cast anything you wish. The lake of fire is a place of torment mostly, but it is also a place of cleansing and purification. He can severely cleanse the body with fire, severely burning faculties. Because what he will do is he will literally grab you and throw you into the lake of fire and wash you in there a few times, okay? And he's just gonna throw you out. And that's how you're going to be cleansed and shift and what have you. So that's why you're going to feel all these side effects, of course. It is a transformation which altogether, both of these take 2 weeks each. So you're looking about a month of this. And then you are fine. One thing I forgot to say. Seed is great upon warfare. He will teach you the art of war physically. He will talk to you about each and every one of your faculties. And while you train, he will let you know what you're doing wrong. He will tell you what to do. He will correct all these little things that are missing. Because that spirit connects dots. That's his biggest specialty, his biggest superpower. He connects dots. If you have a little problem with your footwork, he will let you know something that you never noticed before. There's always something that's missing. If you are a fighter or any kind of athlete, he's your man. He's gonna teach you all the little things that you are missing out on. Okay? He can literally put your fighting skills to the next level, which is great for those who are into that. fitness and training wise, these transformations empower the body severely. You will be cold resistant. You will no longer feel cold. I've been outside all day running around like this. Well, not all day, but I've been in and out like this. And it's pretty cold and windy out. The sky's black, okay? It's gray black. So I haven't been feeling much, okay? Of course, there is a limit. You can't go into the Arctic like this, but you get the point. You will be more cold resistant. You will be more heat resistant, naturally, of course. You'll have no problem with the heat. You will be able to burn fat way more, way faster, and you will become way more athletic and agile. Okay? Um, there will be no huge or significant increases in strength or speed, but agility and getting lean will be much faster. Okay? And the feeling of being rubbery will increase as well. You won't feel much of your skeletal structure. You won't feel many bones when you move. You'll feel rubbery, which is also great. It is the side effect of the cool-off period after the transformation is finished. Ardanzielsis. These are the two names of the archangel that binds Sid. It is of good practice to summon this archangel to protect you from any negative side effects if you have no previous connection to any spirit and you seek to go through these two spirits. This archangel is one of the most formidable beings I have ever seen within the Sephiroth, by the way. He appears in a big Greco-Roman kind of golden armor. He is extremely muscular and big, and he has a ancient helmet, okay, which covers the nose with a iron piece here, like in ancient times. And he has a golden hoop that is kind of like a sun looking at you, like a half sun cut in half, basically, and it's like a hoop, half a hoop that goes around like this on the helmet. It sits on the helmet, okay? So it's golden light. It's not feathers or anything like that. It's literally like the Greco-Roman ancient style helmets. He bears golden light chains, which are tremendously huge on his right hand. Literally, I'm talking about one of them is that big. One ring, okay, it's that big, and it's about that fat, okay? And he has them around here hanging. And he has a double axe on his back, okay? And the blade of the axe are also made of golden light. And the handle is white with a little bit of a gold, very pointy, sharp edge at the bottom. Okay, so you can use if you get close enough, you can use it to stab your opponent. Okay, with that. So he goes back, and then you can use the axe again because of distance. And he bears a huge golden shield, which has a tree upon it, golden tree. Okay. Yeah, basically that's how he appears. He's the most formidable being that I've ever seen. A tremendously radiant being. He can feel like electricity. He will hurt your brain. He's very powerful to stand with, and he's a tormentor basically of the light. Okay, which is very rare. I've never really seen tormentors up there, but he's like a prison ward basically. He's the director of this particular being of this aspect. Another great piece of knowledge to note is Seed has the exact same face in a way like Lucifer would with the same perfect nose. Satanael doesn't look exactly like how Belial does in human form, but the cheek structure and face are pretty similar. So, delving deeper into these beings and trying to figure out more information of them, um, we discover that they are literally the equivalent of Lucifer and Belial, just in different aspects and different currents. Okay? When Belial appears as two different angels upon the chariot, that literally um, symbolizes Lucifer and Belial together as the two counterparts that are separate and together at the same time. And this is what Sid and Satanel are, literally. They coexist separately, but they are in essence one and connected through the void of creation as one. And that's why these two go together, transformations. You will notice, even if you're relatively new, that once you initiate with one, this tends to bring the other forth in a short time. So if you've just started and you initiated with Belial, you're gonna see the other guy, and vice versa. So same with Seed. If you connect to Satanael first, you're gonna get Seed coming as well, and vice versa. In my case, it only took a few days for one and the other to appear. 2 days, actually. Keep number two very close within you in this transformational path. It is great and very beneficial in countless ways. So that would be all for these two aspects. I hope this helped. There will be more knowledge and sigils coming up to connect with these beings, and more instructions, of course, in the Facebook group. Link can be found below in the description. And I hope this helps your development and education in your path. Rise and conquer. Reveles tenebras tua.